What is going on, Bold Nation, and welcome to another Destiny 2 video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about what class should you be when Destiny 2 comes out. Now, we're very little bit away from Destiny 2 being released. We're almost like at 25 days from the big release of Destiny 2. And one of the biggest questions, if not one of the most important questions you're going to have to answer when you pick up the game is, what class should I be? And we're going to try to answer that question. And by the end of this video, I want to leave you guys with the idea that you're going to be picking the class that suits your playstyle the most based on picking the class that I recommend. I want you guys to make the conscious decision because that's going to determine how much you enjoy the game or how much the game will become frustrating to you. But before we get started, I do want to say a massive thank you guys for your amazing support. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you for all your likes. I try to read through all of them and reply to them as quickly as I possibly can. If you guys could please do me the huge favor, guys, of sharing this video with your friends and family. If you're new to Destiny or they're returning Destiny players, I would greatly appreciate it. So let's go ahead and talk about what class you should be. Now, in Destiny, there's a total of 3 classes that you're able to pick from. You have the Warlock class, you have the Hunter class, and you have the Titan class. Now, these 3 classes are divided into subclasses as well. Each individual class has its own subclass. The Warlock has the Dawnblade and the Voidwalker. The Hunter has the Gunslinger and the Arcstrider. The Titan has the Sentinel and the Striker. Now, each individual class has its own preferable game style. It doesn't depend on what subclass you pick. It's just going to depend on what type of game style do you have. So I've broken down the game style of a person in 3 categories. One is aggressive, the other one is reactive, and the other one is defensive. Now, based on what type of game style of these categories you fall into, it's going to determine what subclass or what class is going to fit your playstyle better. So in reality, you shouldn't really be asking yourself what class should I pick. You should be asking the question is, what type of person am I? Am I an aggressive player, a reactive player, or a defensive player? Once you answer this question, it's going to be easier for you to pick the class because I'm going to break down which class is aggressive, which class is reactive, and which class is defensive. Now let's go ahead and start off with the Hunter class. The Hunter class is one of the best mobility classes within the game. It's not only good for mobility, but its agility is actually really good. And its nice dodge ability allows him to actually not only maneuver around the map, but also dodge bullets left and right. So this makes it a very good player if you guys like to play a reactive role. Now, what does being reactive actually mean? Being reactive means that you're going to be running around the map and you're going to be reacting to what the enemy is giving you. Basically, you're going to want to try to cover angles. You're going to want to go around the flank. You're going to want to be very mobile when moving around through the map and taking advantage of your movement speed. So basically, you're going to be able to jump. One of the key components of the Hunter, it's its ability of having that jump and confusing players when they're actually rushing him or he's rushing other players. But mostly, you're going to be reacting to what the opposite team or your enemy is actually throwing at you. And if you notice, the majority of people who are pros at playing Hunter, they are reactive players. They are players who react towards an aggression or to the enemy being thrown at. You might say, no, but Laser, I've seen a lot of Hunters actually rush. Yes, that is in Destiny 1. Destiny 2 is a whole different monster. And the majority of the Hunter players are going to be playing the reactive role. So if you guys like to react to what the enemy's throwing at you or kind of predict where the enemy's going, then the Hunter is the class you should go with. Next up, we have the Titan class. Now, the Titan class, once again, is broken down in 2 different subclasses, Sentinel and Striker, and he is by far the tankiest class in the whole game. Not only that, but you'll be able to have more armor than any of the other 2 classes, the Hunter or Warlock, but he also has the ability to be able to boost his recovery when he needs to. For example, if he gets shot, he will be able to have his recovery regen a lot quicker, giving him the ability to not only absorb more bullets, but take more bullets and cover and continue his assault. Why is he so tanky? Well, that's because the Titan is meant to be a fast-moving tank that it falls under the category of an aggressive player. You're going to want to play the Titan as the aggressive player, the person who likes to go flanking, who likes to go ahead and spawn trap, and the person that likes to go ahead and move around the map quickly and be able to have the enemy always trying to watch their backs because the Titan might come behind him. So if you're an aggressive player, if you like to rush, if you like to hunt down your play, and you like to flank, then the Titan is the class you should definitely go with. And then next, we have the Warlock. The Warlock class is actually one of the most interesting classes, and it's very interesting the way they changed this in Destiny 2, making it from a different character playstyle to a different playstyle in Destiny 2. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. So The Warlock will fall under the category of defensive. And you're probably wondering, well, Laser, I don't really see a Warlock as being so defensive. The majority of you might have this consensus of the way Destiny 1 played, but in Destiny 2, the Warlock is kind of like the team player, the player who's not only going to provide his team with that additional DPS if you're playing PvE, but he's also going to be able to provide his teammates with that health regen or that shield recovery if he's playing it in PvP. And that is due to the ability that the game gave him, the ability of the Rift. The Rift gives him the ability to cost more DPS. It also gives him the ability to get more shield depending on which one he picks from. And this ability allows him to be a defensive player. Basically, the way you're going to want to be playing with a Warlock is you're going to want to have the enemy engage you, and then you're going to want to have it's kind of like set a booby trap where they're going to be engaging you. You're going to be on your Rift, and you're going to be able to output damage from that Rift that the person doesn't have. That person's shield will go down. You will be able to regain your shield, go back and attack the enemy, and play from a defensive standpoint. Think of it like if you were holding down a building and you're kind of just teasing the enemy, hey, come and kill me, but you really have like this big weapon that you're going to shoot at them when they come. That is kind of like the role with the Warlock that he has at this current moment. Now, based on this type of characteristics, does this mean if you're an aggressive player, you can't play in a Warlock? No. If you're an aggressive player, can you play as a hunter? Yes. Basically, what this does, it gives you a foundation if you're new to the game that, hey, I'm an aggressive player. I've always been an aggressive player in Halo, Call of Duty. So if I'm going to be an aggressive player, this is the character I should pick. I'm more of a laid-back person. I want to react, and this is the class I should pick. So it's going to be not only helping newcomers, but also going to help the people who have been playing Destiny for a while, because Destiny 2 is very different from Destiny 1. So if your playstyle in Destiny 1 was aggressive, defensive, or reactive, then you're going to know which character to pick from, because things have changed from the way it was in Destiny 1. And now it's time for you to decide which class you're going to be picking. If this video helped you decide which class to pick, let me know in the comment section down below what class are you going to be picking and what type of playstyle do you guys have. So make sure you guys please let me know in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it informative. Now, if you did, please remember to help me out by liking the video and most importantly, sharing the video with your friends. If you want to stay up to date with all things Destiny 2, make sure you hit that sub button. And if you want to get in touch with me and stay informed on the latest things that are happening in the channel, the best way is to hit me up on Twitter at GFLaserbolt. The link is down below, and also follow me on Twitch. If you would like to support the channel, you can always join the Laser Nation by supporting us via Patreon. Once again, the link is also down below. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next video.